Hello and welcome back. I'm hoping this will be a nice short video for you, and it's going to touch on a topic which I have heard repeatedly through a lot of the mentors that I follow online. This comes up again and again and again, and it's a very useful tool. It's about creating a sort of personal sanctuary in the spiritual planes where you can go and do spiritual work on yourself, or send healing to people. Just a useful place, because down here on the earth plane, we don't all have offices we can go to or spare rooms where we can be. We're sharing family homes. We don't always have the correct space to do the energetic work that we want to do. So this is something I have done personally. I actually have a couple. I actually believe that these sanctuaries, once you create them, they do exist on an energetic, subtle level. They are there in the subtle realms. You could take people to them. They can go to. There was a beautiful film, I love it, What Dreams May Come, Robin Williams, and it was talking about showing you a beautiful home someone had created based on a painting his wife had made. It was just a lovely place, and that's the kind of thing you can do. And I've spoken before about the little cottage in the prairie that I often visit my dad in. I think he may have created that, I don't know, with a garden in the middle of nowhere. That would be him. That was his nature. He liked his privacy, his quiet, liked to be left alone with his mug of tea, his newspaper. So I'm sure he's in his dreams he created that at some point, and that's where he goes. That's where I meet him sometimes, when I'm doing my spiritual journeying. And I want to hook up with family members, I can go up there and sit on a bench and chat with my dad in this little place he's created. But what I'm going to talk about today is more about spiritual people who want to do spiritual work on themselves and on others. You need to create a sanctuary to do this on the spiritual planes, on the subtle planes. Okay, again, this is an article from earlier. So I'm going to be reading bits so I don't miss out any crucial information. So, right, we can get caught up in the very hectic world we live in and find it hard to escape from stress, which seems to be everywhere. We lead very busy lives. It feels as if there's nowhere we can go where the outside world cannot follow. Ideally, we'd all like to enjoy the luxury of a private space where we can escape to whenever we need to work through our problems or just relax. I do this all the time. I might look like I am spacing out or something. If I go to, if I have to wait anywhere, if I've got an appointment, I have to wait, someone will say, do you want a magazine or something? And I'll say, no, I'll just go off somewhere in my head. This is where I go. This is the type of thing I do. It's you can spend hours, if you have caught in traffic, or that type of thing, you can take that opportunity to go to this spiritual sanctuary and do stuff, do healing, do learning, communicate with people, just view situations. It's just a really wonderful resource to have. I'm always back and forth to mine, and it really feels great, because even in a busy room, there could be chaos going on around about you. People and families, they know how chaotic life can be. If you can go into the sanctuary and immediately your body de-stresses, because it shuts out the physical world slightly. You shut the door, you've got to have big locks on the door of some form, and when you do that, even though it's not happening in this reality you're in, it's like there's a place you've got that is just for you. And that's really precious and it's very healing, just that in itself. I go in and I flop in a big chair by the fire, and I just relax. I breathe out all the stress and tension of the world, and I always ask for healing. I just I feel like I need a lot of help in this life. I feel like I need a lot of TLC to get me through some challenging times. So I always go up and I get a bit of healing wherever I go. For whatever purpose I'm in the spiritual planes, I'm like, can I have some healing when I go to bed at night? Oh, please, some healing. Give me healing. And I do feel I do get healing. Anyway, recently it's a new thing. I don't know what it is, but I have noticed a thrumming around about me sometimes when I'm settled and quiet. I can feel a thrumming as if you have there's something electric going on in your immediate environment. And you look about to see what's causing that vibration. And I've come to the conclusion that it's a subtle vibration. It's an energy being near me. I'm getting a lot of help and support at the moment. That's what I believe. I have noticed it more and more and more, this vibration for no explanation, and even under my feet I can feel vibration, and it's not coming from any physical source. It is energetic. I think I'm just picking up on it more. I'm on my own a lot more at the moment, and I'm calmer than I've been. I'm also doing a lot of spiritual work, and I can feel these interactions going on, and I think that, you know, we get a lot of support and help from the spirit world, far more than we are aware of. Whenever I can sense these things happening, I'm always, thank you, bring it on, by the bucket load, do whatever it is you're doing, a complete faith and trust in what they're doing. But I do think that they are tinkering and getting this energy flowing for me in a better way. So I'd like to talk you through creating your own personal sanctuary. It's a place where you can retreat and no one can follow. You're going to build this sanctuary yourself, but not with your hands. Instead, you're going to use your mind. Now you close your eyes to begin. This is an inner retreat. It can be any size or shape or style that you choose. It can be vast and sprawling, or it can be small and intimate. Your private space can be anywhere in the world. It can be on top of a mountain or by the seashore. It can even be somewhere out of the world, floating in the cosmos, surrounded by stars. Lovely. You can furnish your sanctuary with anything you choose. Here are some ideas to get you started, but none of them are compulsory. You will need an entrance to the sanctuary. You're going to need a secret door or some sort of device that allows only you to enter your sanctuary. Light. Every time you enter your sanctuary, a pure white light cascades over you, surrounding you, filling, protecting, blessing and healing you for your highest good and for the highest good of all concerned. You'll need a main room. This is a central area from where there are many directions to go and many things to explore. You'll need a people mover. This is a device to move people in and out of your sanctuary. No one can enter without your express permission and invitation. You can use an elevator, a conveyor belt, a Star Trek beam me up device, or anything else that moves people. And there should be a white light at the entrance of the people mover as well. Information retrieval system. This is a method of getting any kind of information and knowledge, providing of course it's for your highest good and the highest good of all concerned, that you have it. This information retrieval system can be a computer screen, a library, a telephone, or any other device which you feel comfortable asking questions and getting answers. There should be a video screen. This is a video or movie screen, if you prefer, in which you can view various parts of your life, past, present and future. The screen has a white light around it. When you see images you don't like or don't want to encourage, the light is off. When the screen displays images you want to affirm, the light will glow. Ability suits. This is a closet of costumes that, when worn, give you the instant ability to do anything you want to do: doctor, teacher, writer, etc. Health centre. Here, the healing arts for all the ages, both traditional and alternative, are gathered in one place, all devoted to your greater health. The health centre is staffed with the most competent health practitioners. Just think of the most powerful healing being that you know, and that is who runs your health centre. I've had meditations where I've been like on a massage table or a hospital type surgery bed, and just being surrounded by spiritual beings, angels, all sorts, and they're beaming energy at me and removing things, and there's all kind of subtle stuff going on. It's so powerful because you can feel, it's as if they're healing you with love. There's just wonderful vibrations of love pouring down onto you. I feel that better now, and uplifting you, and you just feel so safe, and stress-free and in good hands. So that's the type of thing you can do in your health centre. You need a sacred room. This is a special sanctuary within the sanctuary, and you can go there for meditation, contemplation and special inner work. And you need a master teacher. Sometimes I have this lady that I worked with here in the earth plane. She's passed over now, and sometimes I think of her, and I think she does still work with me as one of my master teachers. This is your ideal teacher who knows everything about you and knows all you need to learn, and the perfect timing for your learning and the ideal way of teaching it to you. You don't create a master teacher. That's already been done. You discover your master teacher by simply walking over to the people mover and asking for your master teacher to come forth. Now, hopefully that's given you some ideas. These are basic ideas about what you can put into your sanctuary. You can go there every single day. You can go there multiple times a day. Don't live there too much though. This is where we're here on the earth. But I do think that you need a spiritual place to go when life just gets too much, or when you have some special project you're wanting to be doing. It's a wonderful resource to have, to go to this place, to be able to access knowledge, to talk to people you want to speak to have healing done to yourself, to manifest things in your life, just, the possibilities, or just to relax and de-stress completely. You can add anything you like to your sanctuary. You can have a swimming pool or a jacuzzi, anything at all, whatever it is you want. You can go there and enjoy. In one of my places there's a beautiful fire pit in the middle of the floor, and there's a sort of circle seating area all the way around it, and I frequently go there and you have to step down. This is like the living space, and there's all sorts of conversations and social interactions happening around this fire. It's quite a Native American place actually, even though there's kind of carpet on the stairs and the fire. It feels very Native American when I go there, and I do see Native American people in that circle, but I see all sorts of other people as well. So you can have a wonderful freedom in this place to explore new learnings and things like that, to ponder stuff you've been learning about, to converse with people that you consider, you can have all sorts of spiritual people turn up there. It doesn't have to be people that you've known in life. It can be people that have written books or have had books written about them, angels, anybody. You can have real conversations with these people because they're omnipresent. They can be anywhere at any time, and it's a fantastic resource. And once you get it set up, you can really go to town and enjoy yourself, and I think it opens you up to a greater depth of spiritual power, because you can see that actually you can be doing things that you never would consider doing down here, talking to people you wouldn't believe you could talk to. So I think it's very worthwhile, and as I say, I've found that a lot of my spiritual mentors teach this or a very similar practice. So something that's got a widespread support. A lot of people say, find value in it. I do it myself. I think it's great. It's well worth trying. It can do no harm, can it? Okay, so that being said, I wish you well. Please go off and have fun and see what you can come up with. If you've got any good ideas, you can put them in the comments. All feedback welcome. If you can, like and share. That helps more people to see the channel and to access these ideas and healing. Okay, Right, I'll wish you well, and I'll speak to you again soon. We've got a lot more good stuff coming your way. Okay, God bless.